Alright, UFC, we got Ilia Topuria versus Islam Makhachev, the latest news. So the thing is basically that Ilia Topuria wants to fight Islam Makhachev next. That is why Ilia Topuria is putting on some weight and moving up in the weight division to be able to fight Islam Makhachev, because he already has a title, right? And I think he's leaving the title right now to go up and get the other title. But the thing is, Islam Makhachev is now saying that he will not take this fight until he fights the number one contender, and then they can fight. But the thing is, I don't think Islam is actually saying these things. I think it's Khabib that's controlling this. And let me tell you why. Because when Volkanovski moved up, he immediately got the fight with Islam. And he got a rematch. So I think this is Khabib, because I forgot who it was. I think it was Demetrius Johnson, who in an interview or a podcast said that Khabib told him that he thinks Ilia needs to fight the number one contender before he can get a title shot, right? Because Islam always says whoever, wherever, right? So I think this is the best fight that they can make right now. It's such a hyped fight, right? And if I were Dana White, I wouldn't have risked Ilia Topuria losing against the number one contender, because you have to think that Ilia is moving up a weight class, right? So there's a lot more risk involved. So if I were Dana White, I wouldn't want to risk Ilia losing, because there's so much hype for the fight between Ilia and Islam, right? But if Ilia lost, there wouldn't have been so much hype. And I feel like Islam has already beaten most of the guys, but right now I think the plan for who is going to fight is actually Justin Gaethje. So it will be Justin Gaethje against Islam Makhachev in the next international fight week. So that's also a good fight, don't get me wrong, but I'm 90% sure that Islam will win, because he will just take him down and submit him on the ground, just like he did with Dustin, just like he did with everyone else, right? So I think the best fight to make right now is actually Ilia versus Islam. My prediction for the fight, I think Islam will try to tire him out in the beginning. So maybe the first round he will try to stand up, see if he can match the stand-up game, and then in the second round try to take him down to tire him up a bit so he isn't so quick and explosive. And then in the third and fourth and fifth round, I think if he didn't submit him in the second round, I don't think he will try again. I just think Islam will stand up and continue the fight on standing up. So I'm excited for this fight more than any of the other fights. So let's hope that happens. All right, peace out.